This is an example of importing a folder structure into an existing workspace. To do this, you need to right-click on a folder. For this specific demo, we will click on the Unfiled folder and go into the folder options. Here, you will be presented with a folder import wizard. As you can see, to perform folder imports, you don't need to go to a different interface. You just right-click on a workspace and choose Import, and voila, you're there. In the folder import wizard, you have the option to exclude certain file extensions from being imported, such as things that are commonly not imported into the DMS. You can also add and remove file extensions. If you're bringing in a folder structure, you can omit the root structure if you wish. After looking through these details, you can go ahead and select what you want to import. When you view the list of imported folders, you might detect that there is something that doesn't belong there. You can remove it from the job by simply unticking it on the wanted folder. You have the ability to make those changes granularly down to the document level if you need to. To initiate folder import, I chose the unfiled folder first as the import destination. We can easily change that though. You can also provide the ability for users to modify the properties of any folder. For example, you can edit the properties of a section folder, example folder D, and you have the ability to add a property for a practice area. So all the documents within that folder and subfolder structure will inherit the edited properties. Another example is editing the properties of email folder profiles. If you want to skip duplicates, you can click that box and any duplicate file names and extensions will show up, enabling you to choose whether to allow them or not. You can also change the author for the incoming documents and look at the author properties, or just select them and move on, whatever is more convenient to you. Finally, you have a review. You can change the job name to make it meaningful and provide some context when you look at it in the queue. And you're presented with all information including number of folders, number of files, and the volume. Then you can go into the job manager and see how fast the import is being executed. Understanding file volume is important because job execution can vary. You can have a job with 10 files that are 1 GB in PDF, or have a job that has 40,000 files that are only 200 kilobytes. These jobs process at different latencies, so the volume actually shows how big is the job to allow you to approximate the time it will take to complete. You can then view the log for a specific job of your choice by right-clicking on it. You can also dive deeper into the job itself to see what was created. You can do so by going into the job, right-click and select Open, and you can see all files and folders inside that were created. And then on the untitled folder, which was the original folder you were working on, you can see all the content that has been imported. And as you can see, the author was added, and if you go into the email folder, you can see that there is now an email class associated with it. At the bottom tab, there is a history tab that shows 30 or so different activities. When you, for example, read a document, print a document, or something else, it shows it in the history, so when something is imported, we can see where it came from.